The 29 Principles strongly opposes the extradition of Lawyer Lu Siwei from Laos to China and are deeply concerned that he may become the first lawyer to face extradition to China. Lawyer Lu Siwei has not received any formal notice of arrest, administrative detention, or criminal detention, or summons prior to leaving China. His Chinese passport remains valid and his visas to Laos and the US are all legal and valid, indicating that he has not violated any immigration laws. Therefore, there are no grounds to accuse Lawyer Lu Siwei of serious criminal offenses. Given the absence of the legal basis, the PRC, if they request the extradition, the grounds for such the requests are either weak or arbitrary. Consequently, Laos must not extradite Lawyer Lu Siwei back to China if there is no evidence of any criminal wrongdoing. The grounds on which the PRC has based its extradition request remain unclear. We demand that the Lao PDR clarify whether the PRC has indeed proposed an extradition request to Laos regarding Lu Siwei. If such a request has been made, we urge Lao PDR to disclose the grounds on which the extradition request is founded. Lawyer Lu Siwei is a prominent human rights lawyer in China who has represented clients in sensitive cases, including the Hong Kong 12 for QNU. In 2021, Lawyer Lu Siwei had his lawyer's license arbitrarily revoked by the officials, allegedly due to the retweeted content on Twitter that was deemed to endanger national security. Since then, he has faced constant surveillance, harassment, and even targeting his business by police. These actions clearly violate his freedom of expression and target his role as a lawyer. According to the paragraph 3 of Article 10 of the Law on Extradition of Lao People's Democratic Republic, it says extradition shall not be granted in any circumstances where Lao PDR has well-founded reason to believe that the request for extradition is incompatible with the humanitarian consideration, which may subject the person to torture or inhuman treatment. Lao PDR ratified the CAT Convention Against Torture. Article 3 of CAT states that no state party shall expel, return, or extradite a person to another state where there are substantial grounds for believing that they would be in danger of being subjected to torture. Lao PDR must uphold the prohibition against torture as outlined in the CAT. And also, the 29 Principles call on the Lao PDR to immediately and unconditionally release Lawyer Lu Siwei, granting him access to a lawyer of his own choosing and facilitating meetings with the UN authority and diplomats from the US and other countries. We respectfully demand that the government of Laos take immediate and necessary action to ensure the unconditional release of Lu Siwei. We strongly urge Laos to collaborate with the UN, the US Embassy, and the relevant organizations to facilitate the safe and prompt reunion of Lu Siwei with his family in the US.